the day has come. Dior released their new foundation and I am so excited to try it because I have been loving their complexion products lately. Their stick foundation made it to my top 10 of 2024. So I'm dying to play with this foundation, especially because Dior says that it has an invisible finish. So not dewy, not matte, just a natural finish. It's supposed to look like your skin. I have it in the shade 2N. This is the perfect match for my light medium skin tone. My skin type is normal to dry. So I welcome the hydration. I will test it for a full day. I'm actually in the middle of the wear test right now. So spoiler, take a look at the finish. Comes in a beautiful glass bottle and we have a pump. So it is convenient and it is sanitary. As you can see, the consistency, it's not very runny or liquidy. It's also made up of 50% water. It doesn't, well, it does have a faint smell. It smells fresh, but you can hardly smell it. The coverage is medium, quote unquote, invisible with a no makeup feel. It's supposed to be long wearing. 24-hour flawless complexion, Dior says. And the finish, yes, so natural looking. Let's see how much it really covers. I do agree that it gives us a medium coverage. Look at the brown spot here on my cheek. It's covered up considerably. The vein here on my temple, also the brown spot here on the top of my forehead. I'm looking at the redness here around my nose. But I do see spots like, for example, these two little brown spots, they're still there. My mole here, they're still peeking through, but overall, the skin tone looks a lot more even. And this is a before and after of my whole face. The foundation is applied. I really like the coverage. So far, it's looking like a very natural finish, which I'm liking a lot. But let's take a look at it outside. Let's see if we notice anything different. Before we go outside, let's see what it looks like indoors in front of a window. I can see, especially on the right, notice that my skin looks radiant. I wouldn't call it dewy, it just looks radiant. I have not powdered yet. Now let's go outside and take a look here. About the finish is that I like what it looks like without powder. And we'll see what it looks like with powder later on when I apply the rest of my makeup. But what I'm seeing here is just, I don't see too much shine. I am very happy with the finish so far. Okay, I want to see if we can build it and cover, let's say, this spot right here. Let's see if we can get some more coverage out of it without it looking cakey. Let's see, right, all of this part of the cheek right here. Okay, so far I'm seeing that I am getting a little bit more coverage without it looking cakey, but you see the spot is still there. This foundation is not claiming to be full coverage, so that's okay. It's supposed to be medium coverage, and I think that that is exactly what we're getting. Okay, that's pretty good. I don't want to add any more foundation than that. It's still looking really nice. So let's go ahead and do the rest of the makeup. I do want to do a light setting. I am going to use my Hourglass loose setting powder. And I'm gonna do some light setting smile lines especially. T-zone is mainly where I focus it, inner cheeks, and nose. I am going to set that area where I added more coverage. So that was right there. I'm gonna use my YSL powder bronzer that I've been loving lately, and this is a Morphe brush. It has no number. If you didn't catch my last video, I said how I did a chemical peel 10 days ago now, but I still have not peeled fully. The perimeter of my face is still unpeeled. That's why you're seeing little flakes here and there. But from here down, this is all new skin. So it's not interfering with the foundation. For blush, I'm gonna go with Kosas in the shade Euphoria Brush, BK Beauty 112. On the eyes, Lisa Eldridge Liquid Silk in the shade Phoebe. This is the Pro Concealer Brush number 71 from the Sephora collection. Victoria Beckham Kajal Liner in Cocoa. Rougher 23 to soften the edge. A little bit of sparkle from the Makeup by Mario palette. I'm going to use this one. Charlotte Tilbury mascara. I do have to wipe the wand because it comes out with a lot of product. For lips, ABH lip liner in the shade Deep Taupe. And for lipstick, the Lisa Eldridge lipstick in the shade Simone, which I had to Google what the shade was because it only has the numbers in the back, not the shade name. So I have to Google the number to figure out what the shade is called. Not ideal, but beautiful color nonetheless. A little brow gel. This one is from Anastasia. Makeup is done. The foundation is still looking really nice. I do notice that it's starting to settle here on my smile lines just a little bit. But other than that, it's looking pretty undetectable. I'm looking at my chin, under my lip. You know, under your lip, sometimes it gets a little bit crackly or it gets, foundation tends to cake up there. And this one is not doing that. So far, I am very impressed with the finish and how natural it's looking. So I'm gonna go about my day. Let me go get some footage to show you guys what the full face of makeup looks like outside, and then we'll come back and do a check-in. I am absolutely loving this finish because it's not too dewy and it's not too matte. It looks so natural. It really looks like skin. It still has a light radiance, but that radiance that your skin naturally has. This doesn't look like it has any extra, any added dewiness. This is not trying to give you the glass skin. This just looks like your skin, but better. That is the finish that I'm seeing. And what I'm loving also is that I was able to build the coverage a little bit. It's not full coverage, it's medium coverage, just like Dior says it on their website. But looking at those areas, they're not looking heavy. I do see that right away it's settling a little bit on my smile lines. Maybe if I do more heavy duty setting with a powder puff, rather than just a brush, maybe I'll be able to prevent it from settling into the fine lines. But other than that, very impressed. I'm gonna go about my day. It is 10 o'clock right now. I will see you in a few hours. All right, it's a new day. To recap, I think the foundation is a winner. You guys saw the wear test. I wore it for 11 hours and it looked great at the end of those 11 hours. The coverage did not fade. It did look a bit shiny, which is to be expected, right, after 11 hours. But it wasn't unbelievably greasy looking. A little bit of powder would have fixed it right up. What else? I'm actually headed to my mom's house right now because if you guys remember, she tried on the Dior Stick Foundation and it did not work on her. It settled into her pores. She has oily skin and her pores are a little bit enlarged. So I am dying to know if this foundation is going to settle into her pores or if it's gonna act a different way. Who knows?
Wonky.
But this video is going up before I know how it looks on my mom, so I will let you know in the next one. How about I do a video comparing these two? And I'll be sure to capture footage of how it looks on my mom and tell you guys all about it. So let me know if you are interested in that video. I think it's worth making because the Dior foundation stick was in my top 10 of 2024. So if my mom gets good results with this one, that's saying a lot. All right, so that's it. Thanks for watching. Remember to like this video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.